All right. I've been waiting at least over 2 weeks now to make this video. I have been waiting to receive um, my last coin that I purchased, part of my stimulus check. What I spent my stimulus check on. So that coin finally came in. I'll talk about it in just a minute. But so this video is about the second stimulus check, and we'll just say that everyone that did receive one, it is fair to say that everyone per person received $600 for that stimulus check. Now, what I want to bring in this video is that, so you get a $600, just per person. So let's not look at like if you had a family of 4, family of 3, husband and wife, or just yourself. Just the individual person with $600 for a stimulus check. So, now that money can be spent in 2 different ways. So one, let's just say that if you were hurt by the economy, by COVID, and you needed that money for bills, food, clothing, shelter, rent, whatever. Nothing wrong with that. The money was given for that reason. To stimulate the economy. That is, stimulate the economy for sure. But let's say that you weren't hurt by the economy, still working, had a break in pay, still getting paid every week, every 2 weeks, however your schedule is to get paid, had no reduction in hours, almost like nothing happened. Those people, how did you spend your money? So I fit in that second category. I wasn't affected financially from COVID, which I'm grateful for that. But what I want to get at, so everyone received $600 that did get a stimulus check. How you spend that money can make a huge difference. Alright, so myself, I received $600 of that stimulus check. I had a plan for that money. I budgeted that money. But I knew even before I received it that I would pay myself first. I'm all about investing. That's my MO. That's what I do. So my $600, although I budgeted, and that $600 now is gone, I still have something to show for it. And that's what we're gonna go over here. Just what I spent. Alright, so this was the last coin to come in. This is one that I have been waiting on, so I want to talk about it. So, this is a 1 ounce silver coin. It's from the Royal Canadian Mint, Canada. It's got the queen on the front. Now, this is a silver coin, just like these here are silver coins, but this has a rhodium plated covering on it. Okay, there's the back. There it is. I was trying to get the lighting right on that. So, so this has an owl on it. It's part of their animals that they have there in Canada. So it's got a $20 face value on it. It's a 2017 coin. Now, what led me to search for that coin was last year, the Royal Canadian Mint, they released a 2020 Incus maple leaf. It was the first ever for the mint, also with the rhodium plated covering on it. Now, at the time, I missed out on that bandwagon, but I didn't know up until recently when I was searching for that same coin. I found out that it started in 2017. They made rhodium plated silver coins, and I believe this is one of the first ones with the owl here. So, um, so pretty much is basically the same, but it doesn't have the maple leaf on it. It still has the rhodium plated coating on it. So anyway, that's what drew me to that coin. Like I said, I had to wait almost 2 weeks to get it, but as soon as it came in, now I'm able to make this video. So, so this coin here cost me $78, and according to AMAX.com, my main bullion site, the actual value of this coin is at $150, $149.99. So I basically almost got this coin for half the price, with you know, still retaining the full value. I just paid for it at a discount. Okay, so last coin to come in, the first one to talk about. Alright, let's move on to the next. So I got a 2020 Australian kangaroo. Hadn't even had a kangaroo in my stack yet, so I decided this would be a good time to get one of those. It's 4/9 fine silver, 2020. Alright. Got my 2021, once again, it's Canada, Canadian maple leaf. I love the Canadian maple leaves. So this, all the 2021 coins, they were just released at the time that I purchased them. But so it's got a little security feature there. 4/9 fine silver. So while I'm on this coin here, let's just mention this real quick. So so what I was saying about this coin here, when they released the 2020 rhodium, which is the black coating that you see version of it, it was a maple leaf, similar to this one as far as design, but it was incus, which means that it was below the surface of the coin with this coating on it. So anyway, that's pretty much what it was. It was basically this coin here that you have. This is a maple leaf coin, so it's basically this coin here with that coating on it, which was, and it's kind of weird because that's what I was searching for when I found this one with the owl on it. So it's kind of crazy. And I got the new 2021 South Africa. It's the Krugerrand 2021. And while I'm at the junction, I'm going to show some other coins that I got around the same time. But I didn't spend my stimulus money to purchase these. I just want to talk about them real quick so I don't have to make a separate video. Alright, so here is the Fiji. It's the Samurai, just a 2018 coin. 1 ounce fine silver. I saw it. I wasn't even looking for it in particular. Like, I wasn't searching for it. I just came across it and I thought it was pretty unique. So I got that. This coin here I was intentionally searching for. This is a 2020 Libertad, Mexican Libertad. Happy to have one of those. Waited all year for that. Here is the 2021 China Panda. 30 grams fine silver. 2021. So, like I said, these here are not part of this, or I didn't purchase these with my $600 stimulus check. I just happened to get them around the same time. So, those are separate. I just moved those off screen there. So, now back to what I was saying. So $600. Everyone that got one, got one. Now, if we all get $600 per person, that's fair. But how do you spend that money? See, there's a whole nother thing. That's a personal thing. How do you spend $600? What do you need $600 for to buy? Other than, now, I think what we can all agree on is like if you have like bills and you like high debt due, that's a no-brainer. You pay those things. But what I was saying was, if you're one of these people, you're still working, and you have a breaking income, $600 coming to your bank account. It's like, hey, I don't need this money. I'm still getting paychecks. That's the point where you have to pause and say, hey, how can I best use this money? Now, for me, these coins here, I paid a little over $200 total for these purchases. So that's probably about, I would say probably no less than $215 total if I had to give an estimate. So out of $600, I spent no more than $215 of $600 on an asset. And for me, I love my gold and silver. I love any asset, but I love stacking my tangible gold and silvers, coins, rounds, whatever. So now, as far as that $600, I don't have $600 anymore. That money's gone. But if you think about it, it's all depending on your perspective. If you think about it, I still have my, I still at least have 215 minimum. I'm not sure what the price of these are now, with spot price right now, but I still at least have minimum $215 of my $600 stimulus check. I got something to show for it, and that's the key thing. What you spent your money on, and what do you have to show for it? Now, this is just my preference. I love stacking tangible metals. That's kind of my thing. So there's probably some people out there say I would never spend, maybe outside of that financial mindset, investing community will probably say, man, that's stupid. I would never spend my money or spend $215 on some coins. That's fine, but our you can spend the money on whatever you need to spend it on, whatever you want to spend it on. That's what it's for. But instead of stimulating the economy, I want to stimulate my own asset column. That's exactly what I did. This makes me wealthier based on just what I decided to do with that money. I said the cash, that money's gone. But at least I still got $215 roughly. If I did need that cash, I could take this and sell it, but that's not what I'm going to do. But if I needed it, I could do that. Money, it preserves your wealth. That's the main thing I'm trying to get at. You always want to have something to show for your money. This is what I prefer. Every week. But any type of asset really. But clothing and these new iPhones and stuff like that. That's great and all if you're into that, but the clothing you can't really resell that. The iPhones, whatever, they may hold their value for a little while, but just like a car off a dealership, it just depreciates once you buy it. Depreciating asset. Because what'll happen is iPhone will come out with another phone next year. People throw their money at that. Whereas, you put your money towards the asset be worth more next year. Which brings me to this point now. So all this money that's been printed, the United States is at $27 trillion in debt right now. $27 trillion. So, so that's a lot of money that has to be owed, has to be paid back at some point. So you take this the $600 second $600 stimulus check that was just put into circulation around end of December 2020. Maybe some people are still receiving it now, January 2021. That's only going to make the price of the dollar go down because you have so many dollars in circulation. That's why you look around, you see the gas prices going up, gallon of milk is going up, food prices are going up. And that's only because, the government is just like, okay, people need money. Let's put money into circulation. People receive money, you pay your bills, pay your debt, whatever. And, if you lost your job, unemployment and stuff like that. But, so it's almost like people say, well, it's expensive, I can't afford it. I mean, that's bullshit. Because this is how the government's looking at it. We just gave you $600 per person. If you got a family of 4, $2,400. Family of 3, $1,800. You and your wife or whatever, $1,200. You just as an individual, $600. Now, you may not have that $600. Now, I would agree. I would say these prices are high, but if you got a job to get to, you got places to go, you're going to pay that price whether you want to or not. So the only reason I said that was bullshit because the government just gave you this money, so they're looking at it like, well, we can raise the prices on this stuff now due to inflation, and we know you got the money for it because we gave it to you. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But anyway, what I'm saying is, so the dollar loses value. Assets, precious metals, my preference increases in value. Now, this won't feed you. You can't eat it. It's metal, you can't eat it. I wouldn't suggest that you do try to eat it. But what's special about it is that if you needed cash, if you needed money, you can sell this. Gold and silver has always been money to the United States. It's internationally recognized, gold and silver. Spot price is international. You can go for the United States, you can go all the way to Australia. And silver, same spot price as it is in the United States. You can go anywhere in the world with this. But I say, if you need it cash, you can get it back. Now, my reason, like I said, I'm still working, still got my job. I'm more of a long-term wealth builder. I'm not trying to live off of this. I'm trying to build this for now. As I have been now for the past 4 years now. It's all about building wealth for me. That's always my thing. Always will be my thing. And that's why I try to teach others that I associate with on a personal level that, have wealth. Don't be broke all the time. Like I said, just make it all fair. You start with a $600 stimulus check. Everybody got one that got one. You got one. What do you got to show for it? What do you have left of that? What value does whatever you purchase have now? Can you instantly sell that to get money if you needed to? Whatever you purchase. So just a perspective, But anyway, so second stimulus check. How did you spend it? What did you spend it on? Did you buy assets? Did you spend it on, bullshit? Did you spend it on what is important? Bills, paying off high interest debt? Did you go out and party with it? I would say, did you go to the strip club? But strip clubs are closed. Should be anyway with COVID. Unless you're in there wearing a mask. But anyway, that's what I'm trying to get at. Second stimulus check. What did you do with it? How did you spend it? What do you have to show for it? That's my whole thing. I always want to have something to show for it. And I do. So I'm getting ready to wrap this video up. Oh, by the way, this is the box that the rhodium silver came in. But anyway, thanks for watching if you got this far.